Hey guys, so just now I just decided I'm gonna do a video and I'm gonna talk about one of my cameras. And just to make things clear, I didn't make a script. I didn't prepare for this. This is just spur of the moment. So if ever I make mistakes, make mistakes. Yeah. Yeah. So I see a lot of people in the comments just saying about the audio and everything else. I just want to make it clear. This is just like a vlog, but it's just gonna talk about the camera. So set this aside. Look at that. Set that aside. I'm going to talk about the Ricoh GR3, which is this camera here. So first things first, I have used the Ricoh GR2, and I really like it. The thing is, it's an old tech camera. It's around 16 megapixels, and it's quite longer than this. And it had crappy autofocus and everything else. So this year, I got this was quite a while. This Ricoh GR3, which is a small, handy pocket camera, and yeah, so uh, this camera here is so tiny. It's not state of the art. It's not like the Sony's. I have the Sony RX100, which is really awesome. If you're gonna try to shoot with it, the autofocus is like spot on, quick, sticky, and everything else, and everything good. So the Sony's are good. But to talk about this camera here, it has its own strengths and weaknesses. Well, a lot of the weaknesses and everything else. But let's start with what I can think of at the moment. Yeah, first of all, this camera here is a 28 mil single focal length camera. It's a 28 mil 2.8. But the good thing about this camera here is that the focal length is no, not focal length. The aperture is around 2.8, so it gives you a shallow depth of field. And unlike the other cameras, small cameras, they're micro sensor. This is an APS-C or a crop sensor. So it's a bit smaller than the full frame, but look at the size of this camera. And this is touchscreen also. It has good features. I really love this camera because the thing is, you can carry it anywhere. You can put it in slide it in your pocket. You can just, it's so easy to carry around, and then whenever you need it, it just comes out of your pocket. It has a tiny battery, and it also has USB-C charging, so it's really awesome. And yeah, what else? What else? I told you I didn't prepare, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna mumble some of the time. But yeah, this camera here also has image stabilization. So from the previous review I had with the Ricoh GR2, it doesn't have image stabilization, and it doesn't have touchscreen. So this one has a touchscreen, but they removed the flash. No, they removed the not the flash, the built-in flash for this. They have the flash mount still, but flash show. But the thing is, they removed the in-camera flash. Okay. The operation of this camera, it's really simple. You just point it and shoot it, and you can adjust the shutter, you can adjust the aperture, you can adjust everything. Focusing is not that great. It's not perfect, but it works. And what I like, okay, what one of the things I like about this camera here is that when you try to like look at that, when you try to click, I mean, when you try to put tap on something, it takes a photo. So like when you when you're on the street, you're trying to focus, and you just look at that. It can take a photo. You can set it that way, or you can set it that when you click it, it focuses on the things that you want to be focused. But this thing here, I hated that at first, but right now, I'm thinking about it. Like whenever I point the camera at me or someone else, I just tap it and yeah, it's focusing on that side. Yeah, okay. So wherever you tap it, it's gonna focus in that part, and it's gonna take a photo. So it's very good. And yeah, it's very handy. You can just put it in your pocket. Look at the size of it. It's really so tiny. Yeah, you can see my name there. You can see my number. What the yeah, so it's really tiny. It's really good. And yeah, so I'm gonna go to my point. This camera here is an awesome camera. It's not the best camera there is. It doesn't have an awesome autofocus, but it does focus. You can set it to snap focus. Snap focus is like setting up how many meters, and you just whenever you press the shutter, it just goes to that distance that you set. So if you're in the street, you're walking, you still see somebody there, and you set this camera for around 2 meters, and you see somebody 2 meters, you can just directly snap, and it just you don't need to focus. That's what snap focus is about. But I don't use that. So even though this camera doesn't have an awesome autofocus system, and it's not really the best with low light, but the thing is the colors are good. It has an emulation of positive film, which is very good, and the high contrast black and white is good if you're shooting JPEGs. If you're just having a camera just to shoot around, this is very good. This is good for street photography, and it's really tiny. You can put it in your pocket. And the main thing that really got me addicted or get me loving this camera is it's made of magnesium alloy, and it's all black, and it's so stealthy. Look at that. So whenever I touch it, like, yeah, just touching this camera here, it's like, man, it feels good. Like, I haven't started shooting yet. I'm touching the camera. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I think that's my point. Yeah. So, yeah, I firmly do believe that if you have a camera, if you're looking for a camera, if it feels good in your hand, that's the best camera for you. Try to hold the camera whenever you go to the shops, and if you like it, that's good. I held this camera and I really like the feel. The magnesium is really good. The colors is really good. It doesn't have awesome autofocusing, but the thing is, I'm repeating myself. It doesn't have awesome autofocus, but the thing is, it works, and it makes me slow down and take a photo. Like when you try to compose, it tries to make me think. So that's why I like about this. I know. I'm gonna need to make a better video out of this. And to all you guys who have wasted the time coming over here and listening to all this crap, I'm gonna try to make a good video about it. I'm just so excited to tell you about this camera here. And I've been using it for quite a while already. I've been putting photos up in Instagram with this camera, so it just feels good in the hand. The colors are good. It's so compact. Okay, I gotta stop now. Yeah. Again, guys, sorry for wasting your time up here. I just want to tell you about it. That's it.